He arrives under a blanket of winter snow, bringing joy and excitement to children around the world. But who is Santa Claus? Is he just a mythical figure, a figment of our collective imagination? Or are his roots planted firmly in history? The truth lies somewhere in between. Santa Claus, the jolly old elf, is woven from centuries of tradition, folklore, and cultural adaptation. His story evolved from a real-life saint to the iconic symbol of Christmas cheer we know today. The journey from St. Nicholas to Santa Claus began with the veneration of the historical figure. After his death, Nicholas was canonized as a saint, his feast day celebrated on December 6th. His reputation for generosity, particularly towards children, made him a popular figure in medieval Europe. One of the most significant transformations occurred in the Netherlands, where St. Nicholas became known as Sinterklaas. The Dutch Sinterklaas retained many of the characteristics of his predecessor, including his bishop's attire and reputation for gift-giving. However, new elements were introduced, blending with existing folklore. Sinterklaas, it was said, arrived annually by steamboat from Spain, accompanied by his mischievous helper, Zwarte Piet. Children eagerly awaited his arrival, leaving shoes by the fireplace in hopes of receiving sweets and small gifts. This tradition, celebrated on the eve of St. Nicholas's feast day, became a cherished part of Dutch culture. The story of Santa Claus, like many cultural traditions, found new life in the New World. European settlers brought their customs and celebrations to America, including the legend of St. Nicholas. However, the American landscape, with its diverse cultural influences, provided fertile ground for the further evolution of the Santa Claus tradition. In the early days of the United States, the celebration of St. Nicholas was not as widespread as it was in Europe. However, as the country grew and prospered, so too did the popularity of Christmas festivities. The image of a benevolent gift-giver resonated with the American spirit, and gradually, St. Nicholas began to assume a more prominent role in Christmas celebrations. The American Santa Claus, however, would soon take on a distinct identity, influenced by a combination of literary and artistic interpretations. This transformation would cement Santa's place in popular culture, shaping the image we recognize today. Section 4. The making of a modern icon, Moore, Nast, and the birth of Santa Claus. The mid-19th century marked a turning point in the evolution of Santa Claus, thanks to the contributions of two prominent figures, Clement Clarke Moore and Thomas Nast. Their respective works, a beloved poem and a series of iconic illustrations, would solidify Santa's image in the American consciousness. In 1823, Moore penned the now famous poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, more commonly known as 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. This whimsical poem introduced key elements of the modern Santa Claus, describing him as a right jolly old elf with a sleigh pulled by 8 reindeer. Moore's vivid descriptions captured the imaginations of readers, establishing a lasting image of Santa Claus. Thomas Nast, a renowned political cartoonist, further solidified Santa's image through a series of illustrations published in Harper's Weekly beginning in the 1860s. Nast's drawings depicted Santa in his now familiar red suit, complete with a white beard and a sack full of toys. He also introduced the concept of Santa's workshop at the North Pole, further developing the mythology surrounding the character. Section 5. Beyond the Chimney, Unwrapping the Magic of Santa's World. The enduring appeal of Santa Claus lies not only in his generosity, but also in the enchanting world he inhabits. From his magical workshop at the North Pole to his trusty reindeer, the elements of Santa's world have captured the imaginations of generations. The North Pole, shrouded in mystery and perpetually blanketed in snow, serves as the perfect backdrop for Santa's operations. It is here, in his bustling workshop, that Santa and his elves work tirelessly throughout the year, crafting toys and preparing for their annual journey. Santa's reindeer, each with a unique name and personality, play a crucial role in his Christmas Eve deliveries. Led by the iconic Rudolph with his glowing red nose, these magical creatures soar through the night sky, pulling Santa's sleigh and spreading holiday cheer. And then there's the naughty or nice list, a playful yet powerful symbol of Santa's judgment. Children around the world understand the importance of being on their best behavior, hoping to earn a place on Santa's nice list and receive their desired gifts. Section 6. A global celebration, Santa's reach around the world. While his origins may be rooted in Western tradition, Santa Claus has transcended cultural boundaries to become a global icon. From the bustling streets of Tokyo to the remote villages of the Andes, the spirit of Santa Claus is celebrated in diverse and fascinating ways. In Japan, Christmas is a secular holiday, and Santa Claus, known as Santa Kurosu, is often depicted as a kind and jolly figure who brings joy to children. In the Philippines, Christmas is a major religious and cultural celebration, and Santa Claus, known as Santa Claus, is a beloved figure who participates in festive parades and celebrations. In many parts of Europe, the tradition of St. Nicholas remains strong, with variations in celebrations and gift-giving practices. In Germany, for example, St. Nicholas is often accompanied by Knecht Ruprecht, a figure who rewards good children and punishes those who have misbehaved.